Gary's been dancing like that all the way through that intro.
Oh, you finished? Sorry, I was whisked away to foreign climes.
It's nice music, isn't it?
That's really... It's got a Daktari feel about it. Or a Hatari film feel. Nice.
I do apologise for being late. I had an appointment.
No.
Yeah, now, so all is well with the world. How are you two?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Good.
And been doing a bit of admin this morning for Models for Heroes, and now I'm back on the Model T. And I got the Model T box down from the shelf and thought, I don't even remember what I've done on this yet.
No, do I?
When I opened the box, I realised that I'd done I'd done all that, and I thought, oh yeah. So that was good, but I did have a frightening thought. I've no idea where I've got to.
Yeah, I don't know either. I see you've gone for the full camouflage today, John.
Yeah, well, yes. I'm trying to, you're like a tiger, trying to hide in the background there.
Can I just check my sound's okay?
Yeah, sounds fine.
So I tried to do a video recording this morning, and the microphone was all muffled again.
So you need to figure out which way your microphone works best, because they only work in a certain angle, and at a certain distance. So if you're above or below or left or right of that angle, that cone, it won't pick up sound properly.
Yeah, well, at the moment it's right in front of me, so
it's like this should be right here.
Yeah.
This is literally there.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. But also, if it's, say, pointing at your chest and you're talking straight forwards, that'll be outside the cone as well.
The cone of loveliness.
Yes. I mean, what you could do is just get a headset like John's for when you're doing videos.
Yeah, could do. We'll see.
Yes.
As annoying as it can be. Now, before we move on, there's some terrible news out of Thailand 13 hours ago. So, one of a YouTuber that I had subscribed to and I've had interaction with, I've appeared on his streams before and had a few conversations with him, Peter Holroyd, aka Ozscale Modeling. The message came through, and I'll read it here. Peter, terrible, terrible news. Apparently, Peter had a heart attack yesterday and was unable to recover and passed away. I am, as I'm sure you all are, in shock at the moment from this. Words can't describe what a huge loss this is, and my condolences go out to his family and friends of this at this time. So, we'll miss you, Peter, and Ozscale Modeling and the chats, the streams you'd have every 2 weeks. So I'll dedicate the rest of this build to you, mate.
Yeah.
He was knocked off his scooter in Thailand just as we were about to go live for Models for Heroes 48 and 48 last week. So it's a week after that. But this, obviously, I think this came about as a complication from that. I don't know, but he hasn't been able to be contacted regardless. So I think the rumours might be true.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yes. And I'm sure John will kindly take the donation of stash.
From Thailand.
As is customary in the bowlers world.
No ulterior motives here. I'm just going to miss my friend.
I know. But,
I'd miss him more if I didn't get my filthy hands on his stash. And Benji's berating me for that, I know, but it's all about furthering the hobby. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, no, it is sad news.
It is sad news, but we're not Americans. We don't dwell on these things.
No, I'm not going to dwell on it, but it's
obviously Americans move on like everyone else. Just saying in the UK. What?
No, you're right. Well, I can do nothing but agree.
Okay. Cool. Right. Let's just shot the dog again.
No, what it is, Marion's going out for lunch with her friend Jane, and And Jane's just arrived and parked up front of the beach, and Marion's still getting ready and drinking a coffee, and the dog's getting all excited because he knows something's going on.
I heard they were going to the
He's
pub
just
and
going,
they were taking
and then like,
Benji with them.
And, yeah, no, it's complete and utter chaos. Yeah, so Marion's going out for lunch with her friend to some local establishment, and me and the dog are going to share a bowl of gruel.
while she eats at Michelin star restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, let's crack on with the chat. Dieter says, morning, first comment for today, attributing Mr. Pete Oz, rest in peace.
Yes.
Junior says, morning all, hi Hagrid. Scott says, well, it's the next day and hi all. Hello. Matthew says, morning all.
Morning, Matthew.
Tiff says, sorry folks, there'll be a slight delay to the stream start due to appointments and such, but hopefully not too much of a delay. Thank you all for being patient. Phil says, morning all. Good morning, Phil. Julian says, evening, Scott. Julian says, morning, Matthew, Tiff, and Phil. Dieter says, no problems, anti-modmin. We can go through the classic routine of saying hello to ourselves and everyone. Yeah. Gary says, morning all, just waiting on the boss, won't be long. Joe says, good morning all. Good morning, Joe. Julian says, morning, friends and models for heroes. No problems. Smiley face. Julian says, hi, Joe. Amateur model making says, good morning all. Hello. Julian says, hi. God. We have a glass of slammed shut then. That was weird. Julian says, hi all. Julian says, morning, Mikey, Gary, evening, Mr. Mishap. Oops, I mean, hi, John. Mr. Mishap. That could be a name for your new channel.
Mr. Mishap.
Oh, you could go through the live streams and do a blooper reel of all the times you realise you've messed up.
Don't think
Call
I
it
have
Mr.
messed up.
Mishap. TVG says, hi, everyone.
TBG.
Hello. Julian says, hi, TBG. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. Hello, Duke. TBG says, or wear a cone of shame, Gary.
We have a game which has a cone of shame in it.
Dieter says, greetings, Uncle Drag, Ozzy, Shelfie, Anti-Mobmin, Uncle Jules, TBG, Skiff, Malcolm, Dukes, Joe. There we go. Dieter also says, in memoriam Pete Oz one more time for whom may have missed it. Dieter says, greetings, hashtag barking bad Benji. Junior says, BBL meeting. Okay, buddy. Ozzy Ian's in. He says, happy Friday all. Happy Friday, Ian.
Yeah.
TBG says, it was shocking. I was messaged by Jeff Donahue last night. I suspect it was a blood clot in his heart. Not good. So my travel advice from me, if you're from Oz, don't fly to Thailand. Yes.
See you later, love. Have a nice lunch.
Unfortunately, these things happen to us all at some point. Yeah. In lighter news, did you see what happened in the news this morning?
What, Heathrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
related
my God.
There's been there's a kaboom at one of the electrical substations outside the airport perimeter, and it's shut down all the power to the airport, to the entire airport.
Heathrow is closed for 24 hours.
Yeah, but did you hear what the news did?
No.
You know, there's an airline called SAS, the Scandinavian Airways, right?
Yeah.
They got whoever the editor was for the backdrops on the news misunderstood what that meant. So they put a badge up of the Special Air Services and put 22 SAS cancel all return trips to Heathrow for the next 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the ops officers did not tell the news that they were cancelling trips to Heathrow Airport.
No.
Oh dear.
That's so weird.
Let's go on.
I take it bed producer is now looking for a new job?
Probably.
Well, no, there's plenty of employment opportunities in Washington.
Moving on, John.
A lot of people are taking the mick out of them on Facebook. So yeah.
Well, they do set themselves up for it, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
The biased broadcasting. I mean, the British Broadcasting Company.
What really gave it away was the fact that they put 22 Special Air Service have cancelled all 12 return trips to Heathrow today. Like, really? They're going back and forward 12 times between Hereford and Heathrow, are they?
All these blokes in black balaclavas jumping off of helicopters and swinging in through windows and
smashing the doors in. Shitting. Ooh, Stephanie. Shimon. Oh, hello.
This rear axle is a bit fiddly to get on.
Yeah, they're a bit of a pain. TVG says the substation by the Nestle factory went kaboom. No backup generators kicked in. Whoops. Yeah. Apparently, a few months ago. Yes. Apparently, a few months ago, Heathrow decided that their backup generators and stuff were going to be more green efficient and stuff.
How'd that go?
More green friendly. And now they're not working.
Well, that makes them green friendly, doesn't it?
Yeah. Dave, the comedy snipers in. He says, BA has cancelled all flights, but Murdoch might still be flying. Hannibal and Face are unavailable for comment. Right, how far did I get?
Terrible as always.
I ain't getting in no plane, fool.
Okay, so I'm not.
Excuse me.
Cool. So I'm up to the stage where I put the tub. Okay. Steer racks on. Don't need that.
Mute, go.
Achoo! Achoo! Splat! Right. I'm going to do the tailboard down. It literally
was as bad as that as well.
A25 and A31.
Oh my God, I've got to put a wishbone in.
TVG says
TVG.
And BA is out for the count. Indeed.
I wonder where all the aircraft have diverted to that were in the air.
Gatwick?
Gatwick's only got one runway and they've got limited space down there.
They usually divert them to Manchester, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Birmingham, possibly.
Yeah. Cardiff. Basically, as far away as basically, they divert them to as far away as possible, just to inconvenience the passengers.
Right, I'm not holding any hopes out for removing this from the sprue.
What?
Which one? The axle you're talking about?
The wishbone.
Oh, you'll be fine. Don't be dramatic.
Part B44.
Blue Streak is in. He says, howdy all. Howdy, Blue Streak.
Oh, I've done it.
G'day, Blue Streak.
G'day, Blue Streak.
TBG says, sadly, I could see what was happening when I escaped from Heathrow. The accountants came in. Yeah. Accountants are never a good thing to have in charge.
Accountants ruin everything.
Yeah. True that.
By all
they
accounts.
Take the fun out of everything.
Have a way of doing the back door now.
Ah,
Did you remove it from said sprue?
I did remove it from said sprue in one piece.
Ooh. Go, Gary. He's learned a new skill today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm whistling. I'll hum instead.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Whoops. Pardon my French. Spring just flew out me snips. No, the spring just flew out my bloody tweezers. Snips.
Ah, what a shame. A12.
Oh dear, how shall I mind?
What's that part? Oh, A25, A31.
So, do you need? Should we have some music on? I think we should.
If you like.
If you like.
Or I can sing.
A12. Well, please, let sing.
No. We'll go for Rolling Heads for a change.
Oh,
don't know what it sounds like. I can't remember. No, by Unicorn Heads.
Sympathy for the Psycho Killer.
Oh my goodness!
What's the matter?
There's even more to go on the underneath. There's more on the underneath than there is on top.
Well, yes, because you have things like an engine and steering columns and drive shafts, and drive trains and things.
All right, Mr. Technical.
Ooh, I like this.
Coffee.
Oh, the muse.
I'm coffeeless.
Yeah. I'm coffeeless too.
Oh, I might have to run downstairs and get coffee in a minute.
Oh no!
Because I've been on the phone all morning. I've got a dry throat.
Amateur model making says, I missed yesterday's stream due to partner, son and daughter all coming down with the same illness. Did I miss much?
Just 3 old boys chatting about rubbish.
Yeah. Less of the old. I refuse to admit it. I'm just old in my head, I think. Peter, I just finished my tumbler of coffee, held 5 bloody regular cups. Guess I'm well awake now. Yeah, I could do with a coffee.
Right, carry on as if you were going to get a coffee. Back in a second.
Righto.
Okay. Dorkasaurus here, he says, I have my coffee. Good morning, people. Welcome, Dorkasaurus.
What was it? A34, A36.
It's quite a good song, isn't it?
Oh, I can barely hear it.
Yeah. Can everyone else hear it? Yeah, modders can hear it. I think it's cool that when we talk, it actually quietens the music down whilst we talk and then picks it back up again.
Again, can't tell.
Yeah.
That's fine. So I think the construction of this will be done by the end of this session. I'll spray it all at once.
Mostly, yeah. Mostly, I'd say. Ooh, that sounds like Kaylee's making a coffee.
Oh. How exciting.
I've just heard her stir something.
Bum, bum, bum.
Question is, has she made herself a coffee, or has she made us both a coffee?
Well, she hasn't made me one, I'm sure.
Well, no, it'd be a bit cold by the time I got over there, wouldn't it? But that's no excuse. Very rock and roll, this song. I did some more on the Krankenpanzer last night.
Oh, okay. So, what did you get up to on that?
I managed to do the left side of the cab.
Oh,
So the driver's side of it.
Yeah, sure.
And I've painted the interior of the rear with red primer, and then painted over it with middle stone, and it looks quite cool, I think.
Nice. Yeah, no, I am very much enjoying that build, as I am this one.
Yeah, I enjoy all my builds.
Yeah.
Scott says, Gary, it could have been a mini art kit with 1,500 parts.
It very well could have been.
Oh, he's back. He says that kind of covers most of yesterday. And Matthew says, I'll be interested to see if you're fitting the support for the engine bonnet flaps. As that was the part that gave me the biggest issue. Yeah, I'll put it in.
I'll try and.
Deed says, ooh, light bulb. You can announce yourself as we are Triple Beard, and we make bloody rock and roll styrene. Very good, Deed.
36.
3, 2, 1, 2. 2, 3. Can you hear the music, Gary?
I can.
Quite good, isn't it? Apparently, John's deaf.
No, I can hear it, but I can't hear the attenuation, if you like. You know, when you talk.
Yeah. I see. Said the blind man.
I had to make an emergency trip down the freeway today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why? What happened?
My wonderful daughter was rear-ended.
Ooh.
Ooh, and she told you? Oh, the car.
Please.
Oh, for God's sake, Mikey.
I
What
wasn't
the
looking at the
hell,
screen.
dude? What the hell?
I wasn't looking at the screen.
Oh, God, the...
Oh, I'm sorry. Not sorry, it's funny, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
I mean,
dear. I think
Mikey.
I may need counselling now.
I think John might. Oh, dear. Why is she telling her dad that she's getting rear-ended?
I take it she's okay.
Sorry?
John, I take it she's okay.
Yeah, she is okay. That's all I was concerned about, of course. She's rather upset that she did love her car, as did I. But yeah, she was not at fault. She basically, just got rear-ended. Hit up the ass. I mean,
You're just making it worse, John.
She had a
road traffic accident that wasn't her fault.
Oh, yeah, that sounds so much better than fucked from behind, doesn't it? Yep. So, yes, so that happened. But yeah, as I say, she's okay.
Good.
I thought the truck driver, the tow truck driver, was really good help until we got there. It took like 50 odd minutes to get down there, and yeah, he was wonderful. Like, stayed with her, made sure she was okay, and all that stuff. So yeah, like, and then even the insurance agent, the lady on the phone was very nice. So everything has gone as well as it can, but she's obviously upset. She loved her car. She spent a lot of money on it. All that.
Was that Surge? Was it?
No, not Surge. It was. She called it Goose.
Ah.
And it got goosed.
Yeah, so we've got. So I don't know why she called it Goose, but we have 3 geese down in our local town near the pond, and they do cross the road all the time to get across to the footy oval. To sort of eat and all that sort of stuff. But I've named them Neville, Arthur, and Chamberlain because we shall have geese in our time. And I'm probably the only person on the planet that finds that hilarious.
No, I like that. I get that.
Yeah.
So she's got a loan car from insurance company, and she's already starting to call that Gander.
Dorkosaurus says, laugh out loud. And Joe says, obviously, Mikey is obviously not a father yet. Yeah, I am. I've got 4 kids. Well, 1 and 3 stepkids. The youngest 13, the eldest is 21. Matthew said, involved in an RTC. Yes, road traffic collision.
Oh, okay, that's an acronym I've not heard. A prang, although she'd say it's more than a prang.
Yeah, it used to be RTA, but then they said the courts decided that there's no such thing as an accident, so they have to start calling it RTC.
No such thing as an accident.
Yeah, because there's always a cause to the collision. Yeah, they said it was misleading. Dieter says she got in a car accident, leaving her with damaged section of the vehicle, but herself mostly unscathed.
That's a better way to say it. Wow, yeah, hit that right on the head there. Thank you, Dieter.
I'm sorry, John. I just wasn't paying attention, and you just said my daughter got rear-ended. My daughter rang me and told me because she got rear-ended.
I'm just don't worry, John. It'll be the first time ever that Mikey will have the interview without biscuits.
Yeah.
So yeah, wow.
Dieter says, "Sorry, I was a little behind. Oh, drat, damn it, Mikey." Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, that's what threw me. I was just like, "Why would she tell him that?" And then I looked at the screen. Oh, right, gotcha.
Can I just
Sorry.
just formally apologise on behalf of the 3 veterans to your daughter, John?
It's all right. It's not like she watches it anyway.
Oh God.
Can you blame her?
After that, no. Lady Sam says, "Evening, Mikey, dancing Queen Gary and John."
Hello, Sam.
Hello,
Have
Sam.
you heard the terrible news?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I was going to say, John's daughter got rear-ended.
No, we're not talking about that now, Mikey.
No. Come on, Mikey. Calm down. Calm down. Right, it's not that funny. But it is. Peter says, "Ha, I'm not Anglian. And even I got that tongue-in-cheek about geese." Yeah.
Ah, very good.
Do you mean Anglo-Saxon?
Yeah.
Tiff says, "Damn carpet monster, I found the part though." Nice.
Well done.
TVG says, "Hi, Lady Sam." Lady Sam says, "John, I got a message at 3:30 this morning."
Yeah, that's probably around about when it happened.
Peter.
So I'm very sorry to hear that news as well.
Dieter says, "Yay, no feeding the carpet monster today." Yes. I don't like to dwell on things like that. It's sad and all.
Oh, that's terrible.
It doesn't make me feel any better to dwell on it. So.
36. So that one.
Oh shit, it's that one. Ushita, it's that one. Cummins says, "Slammed hard from the rear, causing damage to the rear and temporarily immobilizing her. I don't see how that can be confusing. Yeah, my point exactly, Dave.
Oh. Was it now? You're to blame.
Not me. I'm going. Oh, what the hell? No, that didn't need to be there.
Oh, crikey. So we started late. Are we going to finish late?
Yeah, not too late though. Just 2 hour at the 2 hour mark like we normally do. If that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, I can't go on today because I've got to be somewhere.
Tiff says grey prime parts, grey carpet.
Always away.
Lady Sam says hi, James. Dieter, there are more versions of English out there than just Anglo-Saxon, you know. I don't know. We spit on them oil in Wales. It's got the word English in it. The Welsh hate them. No, joking, we don't. We love them. Honest.
Well, you can't help but spit on with, with a language that uses your tongue and your top of your mouth that much.
What? Your language doesn't use your tongue?
Well, we don't wrap it around our R's like you do.
Oh, the trill. It's called a trill.
Right.
Trill. Dieter says, hey, David, it was the way John said it before he realised what John was saying. Yeah. Julian says, back.
Well, not you as well.
So much fun, Julian.
Can I just say, Julian,
says,
you watch it back.
Yeah, definitely watch it back, mate. You'll love it. Dieter says, but not to worry, Mikey's on top of it again. Absolutely, always. Never miss a trick. Julie says, evening, Lady Sam. And Lady Sam says, hi, Julian. Dieter says, you'll sign out in roughly an hour. The princess has her father again for the weekend. Oh, lovely. Give her a big hug from us.
Yeah.
Julian says, must watch back after to see what I missed. You'll have fun. Dieter says, Julian, rear-ended behind, geese, Anglo-Saxon, Mikey made a Marley.
Well, that's actually a pretty good summation there.
Yeah.
You should get a job at the Reader's Digest.
So I have now finished all the underneath work, bar putting the wheels on. I'm not going to put the wheels on yet.
No.
I have got to paint.
No,
I have got to paint the wishbone and all that, but my trusty pen is here, ready to do that job.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to be quite fiddly, but you know what? It's perfect fit.
Oh, it is perfect.
It's all right, isn't it?
Mm.
Dieter says that sums it up. It sure does. Jim says Scott's model saw your post in Discord for the weekend's Aussie Scale Modeler live chat. Will be there for sure. Julian says, "Oi, John, I do not wrap my tongue around my R-O." It was gotcha. Dieter says, "Welcome in my brain, everyone. Need a quick review or summarising? Ring the bell." Hobby Time says, "Hi guys, hello Hobby Time."
Bloody hell, John! You've got all this back end of it done.
Oh, there's only what 1, 2, 3.
He smashed it, hasn't he?
What 8 pieces? So doesn't take long. So I think I'm going to probably finish this build by end of sesh and then paint it.
Julian said, "Sounds like a damn good party, Hagrid, or a very weird medical record." Yes. Julian says, "Hi, Hobby Time," and Hobby Time says, "Hi, Julian."
So what is part 7?
A34.
Okay, so it tells you to do 17, but what is 17? Say stage 17.
Oh, that's the rear door. It's actually upside down.
It doesn't
What is
tell
it with you? It is today.
Yeah. So they've drawn it upside down for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a flip down tailgate.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I see where it goes. Right, onwards. A25.
Jim says, hello, hobby time. And Dieter says, a bit of both, Julian. Left of my brain has nothing right, and right there is nothing left. Very good.
Well, I wish my bloody hands worked properly.
That's what she said.
I'll be using my display reciprocating sander on these, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Registered trademark.
Reciprocating sander.
Where are we?
Sticky. Tweezers would be a good idea.
Tweezers?
As you say, Welsh. Gefel. Julian says, my psychiatrist asked me to see my YouTube feed, and now he wants to chat with you all.
No, I think I'd like a chat with him.
Yes. Or her. Hobby Time says, hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Gary, do you remember the program when we were kids, Rosie and Jim?
And the old rag doll.
Yeah.
And John, who drove the boat. It wasn't when I was a kid. It was when my kids were kids.
Yeah, and I'm the same age as your daughter, so it's when we were kids, not when you were kids.
Even if you want me to.
No.
No.
But as I'm the same age as your daughter, it was when we were kids, me and your daughter.
Yeah. Just remember, when I was a kid, we had things like Pogle's Wood.
When you were a kid, you didn't have telly.
We did.
Only one in the street, though.
No good in the street.
I remember my mum telling me that. Hey?
There's no good in the street. You can't plug it in out there.
Yeah, you could. You had the old lamps, didn't you? Street light.
Gas, mate.
Plug it into the electric.
Gas, mate.
Yeah, that's true. With the old knocker-upper in the morning.
The old knocker-upper.
We'll move away from that one.
Yeah, I think that's the idea today.
Lady Sam says, sorry guys, gotta go. Gotta get up early, playing lawn bowls tomorrow. Stay safe, take care, keep modelling. See you later, Sam.
Cheers, Sam. Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah. Julie says, modelling related question. Yeah, I know. Weird, huh? What do people use for storage? Storage boxes. It sounds stupid, but it's true.
That's a good question. I don't.
Storage unit. I have these tool storage units. You know, the boxes with loads of these in.
Oh, well,
okay.
Bits and pieces, you mean, for like sub-assemblies or things like that?
Yeah.
I've got for my Skyhawk, I'm using one of Marion's old war paint tubs.
Yeah.
You know, so it's obviously been clean.
I've got like a drawer full of cocktail sticks, drawer full of lollipop sticks, drawer from a drill bits and drill.
Yeah, put your hand in there. You're in leisure.
And they're all labelled in Welsh. So now I know what they are in Welsh.
I tend not to, although I keep on losing pieces. So recently I've just started doing these systema containers and stuff, but you know, it's only as required, if that makes sense. So whatever's on the go. But I do have, like, It's a bad way of doing it, but up on the shelf I have an area for bits that are either broken off or missing or set aside for later, and parts of those have been there for months. I just, I'm pretty slack with it all.
Yeah. Gary, your camera's blurry. Success.
No, you're just drunk. Go home, Mikey. You're drunk.
No,
Yeah,
not me.
I'm just gonna.
Are you accusing Tiff of drinking on duty? That's a very serious allegation, John.
It's terrible. Cheers.
Lady Sam says, hi, hobby time. Jim says, take care, Sam. Julie says, I know, Gary, he's clearly he's not doing his job. Lol. Hobby time says, hi, Sam. Jim says, storage for what? Julie says, take care, Lady Sam. Amateur Model Make says, I remember Rosie and Jim with the old guy and then the woman after. Yeah. And I also remember Auntie Mabel as well, the one that flew the spotted plane and had the little dog.
The bloke's name in Rosie and Jim was John Cunliffe.
There we go. What? Say that again.
The guy's name in Rosie and Jim, was John Cunliffe, and he actually wrote the books.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I thought you said something else.
The lady that flew the spotty aeroplane, she was Patsy. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Nurse Gladys Emmanuel, wasn't it? From
Yes, it was. He was really good, to be fair. Amateur Model Making says Jim, not Jim. Yeah. June says Model Supplies, Jim. Morning, Mr. Striped Skunk. Yeah, those I use those like tool storage racks things, the freestanding ones.
Mm-hmm.
I've got two of them. I've got one with all like random bits like cocktail sticks and things like that, and then another one for kit bits, sub-assemblies and cleaning stuff and things. Jim says, Julian, I myself have two workbenches with many storage drawers on both and ample shelf space above the benches. We'll snap some photos and post in Discord. Yeah. That's what we could do. We could post pictures of our workspaces in Discord.
Oh my god.
I think that'd be cool to show Julian the different ideas. It'd help him a lot. TBG says, hi, hobby time. Paul Price in, he says, evening all. Good evening, Paul.
Hoi.
Cool.
Dieter, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Sure you cannot see that is a blurry filtering on the cam of Mr. Gary. Jim, camera looks fine to me, Mikey. John may be right, you may be slightly impaired. No, he's correct. Slightly. Tiff said, last time I had alcohol was at Telford. Did you know that I had they had a barge on? Yeah, even Tiff found it. Tiff doesn't even drink. Much.
Outrageous.
Julie says, yeah, drinking on duty is terrible. At home, a home school teacher was sacked for drinking on duty. Yeah. Jim says, hey, Paul. Paul says, hey, Jim. Julie says, Telford had a bar in the toilet, Tiff. Don't tell Sir Gary about the toilets at Telford.
Oh, God.
No.
That was funny. Julie says, hi, Paul. TBG says, evening, Paul. Dieter says, Oshita Bar.
Oshita Bar.
And then Oshita Lou and Oshita Sack. And Oshita Rend. Oshita Rear End.
God.
Oh, you really don't help me, guys. John's going to be traumatized.
Well, I stand with John on this.
Oshita Dieter, shut up.
Oshita Dieter.
Oshita Dieter.
What do you stand with John on, Gary?
On the what's the word I'm looking for? Going to the rescue of his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, like me, is going to climb the water tower to defend her honor.
If it didn't take me for so long, I'd be putting the armor on.
Yeah.
Right. B18 and B19. Where are you? On the B sprue, I'd wager.
You're right, John. That back section is quite easy to put together, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've done it.
You're being very careful about how you word this now, aren't you, Gary?
Well.
So what's this tune you're playing called? I need to look up what that was. And
it's called Rolling Heads.
Oh.
It's in YouTube Studio.
I should do some more of that, shouldn't I?
What, YouTube Studio?
I was literally going to do some of that today, but I had to, as I say, disappear, and so I didn't get back here at all.
Yes, I tried to do some stuff for the YouTube, and my microphone's playing silly buggers again. So,
I'm going to. I don't know whether it's A27. Must be. June says, "Oh, she's a heathen." Oh, hang on, that's just me. Yes. Peter says, "Oh, she's a face palm, Jules." We've got such a lovely little community going on here.
I started playing a new computer game yesterday. Well, PlayStation game.
Oh yes, what is it?
It's one that was released not long ago and is now available free if you subscribe to PS Plus already, and it got panned. But I'm really enjoying it, and I don't know why it got panned. It's called Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Oh, I've not heard of it.
I've got Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah, I believe Modders has played Dragon Age Inquisition. She said she enjoyed it.
Yeah,
this got panned. But I'm actually really enjoying it.
See, I'm sure it's a good game, but for me, all the writing stuff's too small now. I can't make it any bigger. So I can't read it.
Expect to be flamed playing it.
Yeah.
But my only defence is I didn't purchase it directly because I subscribed to PS Plus, and it was free while you're a subscriber.
Well, the thing is, even if you purchase it, you don't technically own it, do you? On PlayStation Plus.
No.
No, you're just buying a license to it for it.
Yeah, because your purchase is for PlayStation Plus, so that is available to you as long as you're a member of PlayStation Plus.
Unless they decide to take it off.
Yeah, but this was one of the Game of the Month, so you keep that while you remember, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cancelled my PS Plus subscription at the end of last year when Tom's computer started overheating or whatever, and I still haven't plugged it back in. I'm still playing. I don't know. I'm probably halfway through. I don't know. Probably halfway through Assassin's Creed Origins, the one where he's running around Egypt.
Yeah, that's a really good one. That is. Marion's cousin got his copy of Assassin's Creed Shadows yesterday.
Oh yes, is that out? Is that? Oh yeah, that's out tomorrow here, I think.
Yeah, it was out yesterday here.
I still prefer the book. I love the games, but I prefer the books.
I can't say I've read a book. Oh, in that series, I've read books.
Yeah, you should. They're really good. They sort of explaining all the backstory and everything.
Well, I gotta say the movie was bloody awful.
Yeah, that was. But they go into the character in a lot more depth and things, the history behind the character. Like with Bayek, it talks all. It's like the first few chapters are all about his childhood and everything, and about how he felt about losing his mother and things, which is what ended up with him being an assassin. Junior says, "Laugh out loud, Hagrid." June says, "Oshita, clean your face now, Hagrid."
No trouble. What do you want?
Peter says, "Gary got the high ground. I steam up from ashore." And Dieter says, "Leaves Mikey to roll in from the ground." Dieter, have you been drinking? Dieter also says, "Anyone taking the underground for his or her operating area?" Matthew says, "First two Dragon Age games were awesome. Have never finished DA Inquisition. Not as good as OG ones."
Okay.
Julian says, "Hagrid, what have I told you about those funny cigarettes? Only one at a time." Devil would let it. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking like a Model T now. George says, "Hi all." Hello, George.
Oh, Gary, I went to a museum in Newcastle, Australia, the other day. They have a Model T there in original condition, as in it looks like crap. So I'll just show you a couple of photos there because it's in the condition it was found. Well, it's got a spill. There we go. Oh, no, that's not it. That's it. Right.
Oh, my good God.
That's cool,
it's
isn't
all
it?
well rusty and everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally original condition. So everything is there. They're saying it's one of the most complete Model Ts in the world, but you know, they don't want to restore it because, as they say, it's in original condition. It has the genuine horsehair lining or stuffing for the seats and stuff like that. So I don't even know what. Come around to hallway, Ian. Somebody just left a message there. You know, maybe this is in the garage, and come and meet me one day or whatever. And he just left a message. But the thing is, they've even left that there because it's original.
I would imagine even in that state, it's still worth a hell of a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but I love that it's in a museum and they won't restore it because it'll lose everything that makes it original.
It'll lose its history.
Yeah. So, it's that school of thought where if you have an aircraft in a museum, you've got three things. We make it look like new, like a restored Spitfire. We have it in the condition that it was donated, or do you let it just go to God, as in like aluminium will eventually just will corrode and fall to the ground, and you'll end up with just a little hill of white powder on the ground.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best way to do it, really. It's
stabilize it as best. Stabilize the metal as best you can, and then leave it.
Yeah, but you probably couldn't use that as a reference just because nothing is the original color, I think.
Yeah. Depends on what you're doing, really, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
The patina and that would be good for doing a wreck.
But I'm looking at the instructions here, thinking that's exactly like that Model T.
Yeah.
I also saw those pictures you put up of. I know we did it yesterday. The Pankenpanzerwagen, the inside.
Oh yeah.
Very nice photos. I wouldn't want to be in one of them. It didn't look very comfortable. Even if you
It is a
were.
Mark 8, that one. I did rewatch the Tank Museum talk about it, and they mentioned that one. And yeah, it is a Mark 8 ambulance.
Yeah. No, the photos I put are photos of the back of World War II photos in the back of.
I'm sorry. That. Is this on Discord?
No, it's on our Facebook, our little Facebook group.
All right. Well, I'm doing a better job of ignoring you than I thought.
Yeah.
I'll go and check that out.
TVG says hi, George. George says hi, James.
Oh, George.
Dieter says, Julian, as I don't smoke, I'll blame my incense. So glad I said that right. TVG says, all hail the Lord of Darkness. Yes. Dieter says, Mega Benji, Benji Tron, and Gavla Benji. TVG says, Benjula. Tiff says, beer back needs to top up my juice. And Julian says, hi, James and George. There we go. I think I need a coffee. June says, hi, James and George. He says, Benzilla. TVG says, hi, Julian. And Dieter says, Cincinnati juice. Oh, great. Now I want one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer.
Yeah. George Thorogood.
I'm just going to go quickly make myself a coffee, I think.
Okay.
Before I do that, Dieter says, Starbinger Scream, Optimus Benji, Benjamus Prime, and Benji Wave.
Oh. Careful.
Oh, did you pick the tune?
No, but Modders is always listening.
Always watching you, Wazowski.
Oh, look. Oh. Yeah, it does come together really well, doesn't it?
Don't know yet. Maybe it does. So I'm trying to work out the... I guess, I don't know, which one of these go?
What are you doing?
Oh, the step 27? Step 27, the making the cab, yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
So that's the floor. That goes up there.
Right, where were we?
Place of the windscreen.
TBG says Benji Kong.
That hour went quick. Benji Kong, yeah.
It did, didn't it? Sprue says, hi, Mikey, panel and chat. Hello, Sprue.
Hi, Sprue.
Wait.
Sound like a little frog then. Wait. Julian says, GMTA TBG. June says high screw. CBG says high screw. And Dieter says, John, stop picking my brain. The moment Gary said it, that was my mindset as well. Always watching. Yes, even seeing the blue made with it. I have no idea what you're talking about. Kettle's about to boil by the sound of it.
Well, that would make it easier if I just glued that on there.
I think I'll.
One thing I would recommend is. One thing I would recommend is not putting 29 on, not doing 29 until you painted it.
Until what?
Because it's,
until you mean on the chassis?
It. On step 29, if you look on the page 8, it's putting the cab on, and it's a little bit.
Yeah, I think I would probably paint the cab before I put it on, and paint the rest of the model before I put it on as well.
Yeah, I think you're right, but I'm looking at building it up, and I think that's a bit fiddly. Trying to get 27 together, the two doors, if you like, onto the floor plan. Pan. However, putting the floor pan onto the chassis, it sits there perfectly, and with that, then you just plonk the doors in place. So I think I'll use what I'll do is use the chassis as a jig to line up the cab, but then have it removable.
That's a good idea.
So I'm putting the floor, the pedals, floor pan on first, firewall, and then gluing the doors to it without gluing them to the chassis, so I can just remove it as a sub-assembly. I do love the fact that this has the battery that sits on the firewall. In the days before, they called it a battery. I think they called it an accumulator, a voltage accumulator.
Well, every day is a school day.
There's a video on YouTube. A guy owns a Model T, and he took, as a car enthusiast, of course, and he took a car enthusiast for a drive around the block and all that sort of stuff, and he was teaching him how, because it's a very different car, like the pedals are in a different position and stuff, from what I understand. I think the accelerator's a middle one, maybe. I can't remember, but it's a fascinating video. Right, so I've got one bourbon, one Scotch, one beer in my head at the moment. So thanks to everyone that took part in that. Great success.
Yeah.
I have a brew. TBG says Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Benji.
Yeah.
Julie says, I know Sully made a blooper video when he did a video with his wife. The blooper was hilarious. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. Good.
What a lovely kit this is.
It is, isn't it? E14. And you get plenty of greeblies for afterwards. The other things.
Oh, let me have a look back. Yeah, you do.
I have to say, not really enjoying putting the pedals in though.
It is what it is. Oops. A little bit too much glue, never mind. Kind of helps if I have it the right way around.
Keep blimey, get back on there.
Right. Dieter says, "Okay, John. See you at the bar for I Ain't Drinking Alone. Buddy Weiser and Jimmy B will be there, along with his brothers Johnny, Black, Blue, and Red."
Oh yeah. I don't drink enough whiskey and well, let's call it whiskey because
I thought you were just going to say I don't drink enough. I was like, you're drinking every day you're on stream.
No, I don't do spirits so much.
Well, I must admit, I don't. I will do the odd gin and tonic or the odd brandy and coke, but either it's beer or wine for me.
I'm a fan of all Johnnies and all that stuff. I think they're great drinks.
You're not a fan of Johnny's?
Oh, I love.
Really?
Oh, hang on.
Today of all days.
So,
yeah, really?
What?
Johnny is another name for a condom.
Yes, but in the context of the song by yeah.
Okay.
This is a pain in the.
So
Well, that takes.
Jeez.
That escalated quickly, Gary.
Well, there's these bloody silly pedals.
It's called having finesse.
Well, that's something I do not do. Oh, for God's sake.
Dieter says it beats the surfer bird that was flopping around earlier today.
Come on, Glue. Come on, Glue.
Drew says, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you.
First you don't succeed, skydive again is what I was saying.
Yeah, Dieter says, it will leave a lasting impression though. Yeah, on the ground.
Oh, I annoyed my kids earlier today. We have a family chat, and just this thing I saw on the internet made me giggle, so I had to put it on the page, and it just annoyed the crap out of them.
You didn't go all right wing on them, did you? You know how much they hate
this. So this is it. I don't know if that's in focus. Knock knock.
Yeah.
And then who's there? I said hike. Hike who? I said unsuspecting child. Dad waiting with bated breath sets a perfect trap. And I got 3 thumbs down for it.
Very cultured, John.
I think I
did not appreciate it, even though it wasn't mine.
You know how I learned about how to write haikus? Playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh crap! I can't.
Right, so I've done the kin pedals. Probably the hardest part of the kit so far.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
So I've got, as I said earlier, I've used the chassis as a jig for lining up the cabin. So I'll let that glue, but once that's gone, then I'd be able to whip it all off and then put the pedals on. But no, it is a lovely fit. So that then, okay, so the next couple of steps for me, 30, 31, 32 are the front window. I don't want to do that yet.
I don't believe you wanted to do that yet.
So I'll go on to the bonnet, or the hood, I guess you'd call it, if you're one of our American friends. Oh, lovely little thing.
Model's not bad either, is it? I hope Marion's enjoying her meal.
Reading Julian's comment there, that's funny. I'll read that out. Oh dear. John saying he's not a fan of Johnny's, and then Gary says, this is a pain in the butt. $9.99. Why is the operator laughing?
How have we got back to butt jokes again?
Yeah. That's funny.
Honestly.
And Johnny Be Good says, Hagrid, Johnny Be Good and go for the last
come
call.
on here for
And go for the last
conversation.
call, the operator says, and crashes in laughter.
Come on here for sophisticated conversation and artwork.
And Julian says, Tiff, I hope Sonic appreciates my efforts to drag the channel down in his absence. I think we all appreciate those efforts. And I, for one, am not part of it today. I am innocent.
In fact, I would say, John, you're the victim of some of it.
And the most valued member, I would say, of our panel, our esteemed panel of...
Gary, do us a favour. Don't give him ideas of being a victim.
Yeah.
Just like going all woe is me.
Well, woke is me.
Infamy. They've all got
We're not doing very well today, gents. We've only got 16 people watching.
Oh, dear.
Good. Oh dear.
Oh,
yeah, but we did have Lady Sam who had to go early, didn't she?
Yeah. We did have 21 at one point.
Yeah.
But only 14 likes.
And then I suspect we frightened some off.
Yes.
What do you mean, we?
Tiff says...
Innocent.
Yeah. Tiff says, I'm sure he will, Julian. He's off seeing the kids today, so he can't be here.
Very good.
Julian says, you're in what, John? Oh, innocence. Nothing. What are we going to do with you, mate?
Oh, crikey.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
So
Riley.
That's stage 24 done.
24. Let me check. Oh, so you're on the previous page to me?
Yes, we're not all as quick as you, John. We get it.
No. I don't have to read most comments, so it's quite all right.
I'm on stage 26 at the moment.
So am I, Gary. See?
See.
C.
See?
No, not C. A. Frame A.
See?
I learned it
No.
from a
Frame A.
Thinking the same thing.
You know about this hamster.
Hamster.
Okay. A29 is missing. That's not helpful.
Which bit?
The floor plate for the cab.
Yeah. Okay, so the way I did it is...
No, it's missing. It's missing.
What?
The floor plate, I just said that, you goon.
Oh, it's not there. As in...
Yeah.
There's a hole in the bucket. Dear Liza.
Quite.
As in, you put your pedal to the floor and you burn your foot in the exhaust?
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's no good.
Son of a...
Okay.
I wonder.
So where are we?
Current build bits. What have I got?
I reckon I'm going to go on and assemble the bonnet.
Anti-tank missile launcher. That's not going to help. Neither is a 50 caliber machine. Ooh, I put 50 calibers on.
Tank missile from a Model T, it will probably fall apart. It'd be like a crown car in a circus, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, not a problem. Not useful crap. Matthew says Model T Flintstones edition. Yeah, might have to be.
Never do.
Have I got another Model T kit? I don't think I have.
No, hang on. This is a bit tricky.
So it's not in the box then, Mikey?
No.
Dear. Yes, Gary?
John, just show me your the cab bit that you've done so far.
On the chassis or removed?
That top bit that I'm concerned about. This where your finger is there now. So that just fits.
I've just found it flying.
I found it easier to. So the way I did it is put the firewall on the chassis without gluing it. So just sitting there, and then the doors left, right, and then once they're in place, that
put the top bit on.
The top bit.
Okay, buddy.
For me.
Thank you. I'm going to try that myself.
That is, I was able to get it all square because I was looking at it going. There's no guide. There's nothing on SF27.
Yeah.
What the floor pan, the firewall does not go along any sort of line on that part. So yeah, I use the rest of it as a guide, and it worked for me.
Well, I trust in you.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Son of Marley.
Oh.
Oh. Who were Mrs.
Oh.
Stop messing about. Oh.
Not sure how.
Panzerwagen, where's that gone? Right, it's going to get noisy.
Okay. I see. Somebody mentioned earlier lining up the bonnet. I'm starting to like they had trouble doing that. I'm trying to.
Yeah. June says, Mikey, as I said to the call center coordinator once, I can do this right. I can do this quickly. They said, cool. I asked, which do you want? John's a page ahead of you, and Gary's just saying. And Dieter's just written a load of beers for some reason.
Yeah. Well, one of them is not a beer, though.
Right. Yeah. That's annoying me, lads.
What?
I'm still enjoying the show.
On the list of beers. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, missing the floor pan would be a bit of a bugger, I would say.
I can work around it. I have the power. I have the skills.
Boom, 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 boom.
Right. Okay. So we're going to work around this little thing. You watch. I'll find it later. Anyway, right. So we'll go for the door. 360. Peter says all the beers.
Not Foster's.
Junior says laugh out loud. Just read Facebook. I knew I was going bald when it took longer and longer to wash my face. Okay. Peter says now who knows a beer with X, Y, or Z? Tiff says bit of plastic card, Mikey. Yeah. Could if I could be bothered. But what my plan was, anyways, because we're doing this vignette, is to do a vignette of an abandoned vehicle. So I'll just shove some foliage in there or something.
Sure.
Because the floor pan would have rotted out first anyway. There we go. We have the power to get through this. Julian says, Youngling Lager. There we go.
Youngling.
Dieter says, Foster's is sold here as a beer, so a beer it is, even if the cans are not my size. Dieter says, good one, Julian. Joe says, taking the wife out for breakfast. Have a great weekend, people. All right, Joe.
Oh, wonderful.
Have a good weekend. See you on Tuesday, because it won't be here Monday because I've got dentist. And whilst I probably will be back in time, I'm either having a filling or a tooth extraction. I can't remember which. So I won't really be in a fit state to do this. A live stream.
Oh, what? As long as the dentist remembers which one.
Yeah. Me, I might decide to. It depends how I feel, but I don't think I probably won't. Probably wouldn't be a good idea. Dieter says, beer with a Z. Bruges. Zoc. There you go.
It's not.
Julian says, Castlemaine 4X. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tip says, Foster's is a lager beer. Yeah. Julian says, Svetla Dunkels from Australia. Be right back, carers here. Matthew says, my preferences were Two Haze New. The first draft lager I ever had was Chill Game Changer.
Tooheys, yeah. Tooheys is a Sydney brewery.
Ah.
Tooth. The Tooth Brothers.
So the foam's at the bottom then?
Hey?
The foam's at the bottom.
Yeah. But yeah, Tooheys new, Tooheys old, yeah, Tooheys red, yeah, just Tooheys blue. Yeah, everything's pretty standard. Oh yeah, so I did get the bottom lined up. Hooray.
Dieter says, Zot in Dutch means cool, jester, idiotic, lunatic, loon, or etc. Funny enough, the logo is a jester head complete with a cap and bells. There you go. So
well, that's cool then.
Myself for the last 5 minutes because I've been on mute.
I'm wondering why the string got so much better.
Well, the views have gone off. Jim says, just photos of my workspace in the tips, tricks, and advice category in Discord. Excellent, buddy.
I really am struggling with this cab.
I'm not. And I've got a big piece missing.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Hey, steady. Julie says Austria, not Australia, Mikey. To the end at world.
So,
yes.
Is there an overlap
Of
on when? Right, I'm putting the bit with the pedals.
Yep.
Into situ. If I could,
Yep.
Thank you. That's in. And then I'm putting one of the side parts, the sides on.
Yeah.
And at the front, there seems to be a massive overlap.
At the firewall, you mean?
Yeah,
So there is an overlap.
there is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say massive, but there is one.
I wonder whether you can
It
see.
seems to be uniform, left, right, and upper panels as well.
I don't know whether I can make it possible
So-
for you to.
Yeah, so the doors, each door goes into a slot in the chassis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I.
And that then will be the guide. So if you use whether it be
Well,
extra
that's the
thin or whatever
slot.
to glue, yeah.
There's a good. I don't know.
Well, that's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't have that much of an overlap.
that's what I.
So, okay, so so the back of your firewall, where the pedals are, that's lining up with the Just a flat
The floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't see Gary. You're off camera.
So that's lined up with the floor. I
Yeah.
don't know whether I can get in any more. Hang on. Oh yeah, we can go in a bit more.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so
like-
put on the door closest to your side.
Put it in the little slot.
it won't bloody stay there.
It is small. I'll give you that.
That's what she said.
I'll give you that. That's what he said. More like.
Yeah.
Can you see if
Wow,
I'm going to have to
that's quite
hold
a
it?
lot. So it looks like, is your firewall touching your engine?
Yeah.
Mine is not. Mine is just
You may have
like
your
a-
engine
well,
slightly
half a
too
mil.
high.
You know what? I think there's something wrong with my engine.
I think you might have got it mounted slightly too high.
I'm just looking at the floor.
All right. So if you flip your engine over, sorry, your whole chassis,
Your hole.
is your rear engine mount lining up there? There?
On the bell housing.
Yeah.
No, it's not quite, isn't it? If you look at mine.
No, you're too far back. That's why.
Yeah, your engine's a tad back.
Shit.
Gary, you've done a Marley.
Oh, you said that so enthusiastically, you bastard.
Right, okay.
Right. Dieter says,
Yes.
Kay been bragging again about the big piece, Mikey. Oh, behave, Hagrid. Dear Lord. Right. Dieter says, he also
That's
said,
what she said.
apologies
if my jokes are getting borderlining with lunacy and bone dry. I'm trying to disturb you, Mikey. How's that going?
Not at all. I decided you read it.
All right, I'll read this one, and only this one then. Apologies if my jokes get borderline with lunacy and a bone dry. I need to get my mojo back and get over a great bit of emotions at the moment, and this is what usually helps and is known. Okay. No, it's all good, Hagrid. I'm glad you keep turning up here. I think, I certainly enjoy your company, as so say we all.
Yes.
But yeah. Oh, and you had sent me, I think, an invitation to join an F16, a Belgian F16 Facebook page, and I've done that because, sounds very interesting.
Yeah, he sent me that invite too, but I'm like, I'm not really into planes. Well, I say I'm not really into planes, but I keep building the bloody things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, looking up,
Shell's in
Spitfire,
progress,
thinking,
isn't
I
there?
could do another Spitfire.
And when you do that 124th Spitfire
No.
and the 124th
No.
Hurricane,
Hurricane possibly. Oh, no!
it was live. Everyone heard it.
No!
I heard that.
If Malcolm sends me one, then I've got to do it, but I'm not going to buy a 124.
I have Houston. I have a big
I got
problem.
friends in low places.
Oh, you're singing again, John.
You call that singing?
And you're singing one of my favourite songs,
We didn't say it was singing well.
which means I will start singing it now. Yeah, I've got a huge
Peter
problem.
said, thank you guys. Blush.
I don't know. I think if you blushed, Dieter, I don't think we'd notice with that wonderful, wonderful manly beard of yours, unlike other people on this channel.
Peter says, Mikey, I'm still waiting for you to show me a Belgian F-18, so I invite you to join the fun. Same already for John, so he can see what shenanigans Mr. Hagrid is up to when not here. I won't be making any more jets, or maybe a tornado.
Oh, it sounded like you're in tears as you said you're not making any more jets. Let's fix that.
It's because it's paining me to say it.
You mentioned to me you enjoyed looking at your beer barrel Spitfire.
Yes. I actually enjoyed it. It's probably one of my most satisfying builds, to be honest.
Yeah. I am enjoying. So I've got this, I guess, 4 kits on the go now, mainly to do with this channel. So we've got this Model T, got the bull tank, got the crank and Panzer bargain, and then the one I'm doing. Oh no, I've got 2 on the go for me. So the Hurricane Armor Hobby Hurricane Mark 2C and the trumpeter Big 23
And the blah 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 blah
blah blah blah. I'm just speaking tongues just now.
How the hell is that piece missing? Sorry, go on, John.
Yeah, so I'm sort of working on a bit of both at the moment. So the Hurricane, the underside is painted sky. So I'm about to paint it all brown and then go back and put the masks on, yada yada. But I don't know if I showed this yesterday on the stream. I can't recall, but I'll show them now. These are resin wheel wells for the MiG-23, and they are absolutely bloody gorgeous. Lots of detail in there. So I've enjoyed building those up. So they'll be painted the proper colour next, and then picking out details like hide lines and stuff like that. So I am enjoying it. I've got thanks to everyone on this channel, the desire to build Russian and American aircraft and subject matter has returned. So I've dropped all the political angst, and I'm just enjoying the hobby for what it is.
You're going to stop being a princess about it all now?
No, because I'm still pissed off about certain things with the F-35, but I won't talk about them.
Deet said, "Manly bird me, it's a Hagridian scarf."
Wonderful.
Oh shit! Something just snapped.
Oh shit! So your floor pan, Mike, is it just missing totally? Is it?
Yep.
That's a bit of a bugger.
Yeah. It's annoying. I must have cut it off at some point for another model.
Oh, would it be on the Pretty Shitty Bang Bang? It's a different scale.
No, that's 1/24 scale.
Yeah.
I think it probably... No, I can't see why I would have done, actually. Why would I took it off another one? Hey ho. Such is life.
C'est la vie.
Oui,
Or
oui.
as the French say, that's life.
Yeah.
Come on, Darren Hinch. That's live. Okay.
James says he's back.
I fixed it.
I fixed it. It's all good. It's all good.
I have fixed it.
Son of Beach. Shit.
One thing I would do is, the back wall of the cab?
Yes. Are we talking about step 40? Are we talking about
Yeah, test fit that with the bench seat first.
that one?
Before you glue the...
Okay.
Before it sets properly.
So I want to sing now.
Well, please don't.
Well, John sung one of my all-time favourite songs. No. All I want to do is sing.
Look at that Monty Python skit in my head now. All I want is a certain something.
I wanted to be a lumberjack.
Leaping from tree to tree.
A mighty aspen. I can play that. That's one of the first things I learned to play on guitar.
Oh, yeah?
If you know open chords, it's actually a really easy song to play.
Oh, hang on. Oh, that goes behind the seat. Oh.
Yeah.
I got friends. Low blue.
He's doing it again. It's my favourite song.
Calm down, Muttley. Matthew says, I've watched a programme on BBC iPlayer about the UK moves to jet aircraft. I'd never considered Soviet planes until I saw Rolls-Royce sold the NEM jet engine to USSR, powered MiGs in the 50s.
Yeah, it was the biggest mistake they ever made.
Yeah. Darren says, hey everyone, just popping in to wish you all well. Hi, Darren.
They didn't sell it to them, they gave it to them. It wasn't Rolls-Royce, it was the British government.
Yeah.
You know, I don't put this into military jets. Okay. Oh my god, look, military jets with jets. Bastards.
Julian says, Mikey, are you saying you have a mighty ass? And who is Penn?
I fixed my
Very
engine
good.
issue,
Wonderful.
but I don't really know how I fixed it.
Okay, so the bell housing lines up with the I guess
It all lines up now.
and the front is into the radiator in a hemisphere. Wonderful.
Yep. All is good in the hood.
Wonderful. Good to hear. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you for your assistance in that, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
I'm now
Not sure what I did, but you're welcome. Because I love you.
Ah, you're always welcome on your channel, Mikey.
Oh, thank you, John.
Yeah, as long as I'm here, you're welcome, because I can't join unless you're here. That's not wrong.
You can, because Tiff can send you the link.
I know. And she is the well, I was going to say the man of the hour, but you know that's not true. Yeah, so she was shared on FX's Facebook page.
Yes.
Wow.
Our modders.
Our modders. Well played, Tiff.
Tear in my eye when I read that.
Yeah.
So proud of her.
Oh, wow. There's a wildfire not far from us.
Oh,
after the bloody Long Mind has been on fire for a couple of days.
That's Corwin, not far from me.
Yeah.
That's the hill.
Yeah. I want to sing in the style of a certain famous modern group to sing Mikey, your hill is on fire.
Hi, Darren, from Julian. And Darren says, hi, Darth. TVG says, yep, Matthew. Dieter says, signing off, big hybrid hug all, and see you all soon. Stay safe, stay true, and stay well.
Give me a big hug from our YouTube uncles.
Yeah. We've gone down to 15 people. But people don't like us anymore.
Maybe they just don't like Model Ts.
That's really only episode 2 of this build.
Yes.
Yeah. The build itself won't take long, hey? It's a small kit.
My sausage fingers and this jig method of yours don't really...
Oh, was that success or failure?
Well, every time I try and put the left hand side in, it knocks the bloody... Oh shit! What did I do then? Crush something.
I'm at a stage now where I'm kind of just winging it. So
yeah.
Dieter says, "Will do, Uncle Shelfie." And Jim says, "If I were not in the CID, a window washer me. If I were not a barrister, an engine driver me."
I can't pick the reference for that. What is that, Jim? Please explain.
TVG says, "Bye, Dieter."
Dieter.
Cool power, Dieter.
Which is Welsh for "Did you fart, Dieter?"
No, it's Welsh for goodbye.
Much the same result, really.
Every sign you go out of a car park. Or whenever a company puts a sign saying goodbye. Ah, there you go. Jim says it's a Monty Python sketch, Dim of the Yard.
Oh, I don't recall that one. I will Google that, but I think Jim and I, obviously, I think most people in the channel do share a love for Monty Python, and my view is the more obscure they are, the funnier they are. Like, as you mentioned the other day, I don't know if it was Jim, but the penguin on top of the television is one of the funniest things I've seen in my life.
Yes. I like
It's
Spike
just
Milligan
so
as well.
stupid. Oh, so good.
Spike Milligan, my part in Mr. H's downfall.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Stupid
Have I mentioned that he retired to Australia and lived in Woy Woy, which is about an hour south of me?
Cool.
He spent most of his later life, travelling between the UK and Australia for family and everything else. Loved everything about Australia and loved everything about the UK. It's great to see him enjoy life.
Yeah.
So that okay, go on,
John. This here cab thing. We go on a little stage further now.
Oh, yeah.
When you've got the cab and the door in place.
Yeah.
The front housing and the left door in place. Is the front housing, the bit where the pedals are on? It is higher, isn't it, than the top of it is higher than the top of the door. Yes, it's all right. I can see it. You've answered my question.
Yes, it is.
Perfect. Thank you. No, it's not.
Well, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So my view is put the doors onto the sides of the firewall first, and then the top scuttle plate will line up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sound very positive there because I feel with the fit of this kit, I can say you'll be fine because it's all going together really well for me. Like, everything is lining up. It is weird trying to work out. These instructions are very clear, but they could be a tad clearer. Like, this bit goes there, but it doesn't really show what contacts,
TBG says, the CT police are investigating the fire at the substation that knocked out Heathrow. Curiouser and curiouser. Yes. They think it might be related to
CT. Is that counter-terrorism?
Yes, but you can't say it on it.
Wow, okay. Why not?
Because the T word. The T part of it.
We won't be able to say anything soon.
That's the idea, mate.
So I can't call it Teethrow.
Jim says, totally agree. John regarding Monty Python. The cheese shop sketch may be my favourite.
Oh, God.
TBG says, he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
There we go. No, it's a hilarious bunch of guys. Grew up on them. And, of course, when I found Monty Python, it was my best friend, Stuart McArdle. He introduced me to them, and I'll tell you what, at that age, I was 14, 15, and everything was a little bit saucy, if you know what I mean. Back in the time where television, when they weren't using the F word every second day and all that sort of stuff like that, so it was like, you know, it was just, this is wonderful. I thought it was fantastic. I should put some pedals on.
What program I used to like? Black Books.
I've not seen it. Oh, no, that's wrong. I've watched the entire series. That was very good.
I've got the box set in the corner.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's something that probably won't get shown on telly again.
Why is that?
Some of the stuff they say in it. TV now don't like it, though. Julie says, "No, Mikey, I did not go near Heathrow with that model and boxer matches."
Oh, that was an evil laugh from me just now. Hey.
Yeah, TBG says, "Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition," Julian.
In fact, those who do expect our cheap weapons are surprised and...
Jim says, "Men dressing as women, a topless Carol Cleveland, Mr. Filter, and Mr. Bimler."
Yes, I think the topless Carol Cleveland is the one that we all remember.
I don't.
Yeah, she looks back fondly on the whole thing, like she knew that she was a sexual object and all that sort of stuff like that, but she knew that it wasn't just cheap laughs. It was, you know, actually quite, you know, there's quite a lot of thought that went into it and stuff. So she was, I think, just happy to hang around them. And hats off, or tits out, or whatever you want to say.
Jim's, I don't know, I've read that one. Jim says, "Modelling question, airbrush compressors, universal? Try and get one with a tank on."
Yeah, get one with a tank on, definitely.
So mine, let's do this weird thing with my camera. That's mine on the floor, which is sort of sideways.
That's the same one I've got, I think.
Is it? Because it's the same one that most people have. Let me do. I don't know if that's going to work. No, it's a standard. I got this from Aldi. It does not have a tank, and you'll see the regulator has the moisture trap on it. I've also got a moisture trap on my airbrush. It's all sideways. I'm sorry. Oh, upside down, this brown. Sorry. You had to see my wine cask. Also from Aldi, $9.99 Australian. Yeah, so I've got a water trap on the airbrush itself and on the floor there, but I don't have a tank, a separate volume tank for the compressed air on it. So what happens is it probably works harder, and by working harder and switching on more, it probably creates more
I have mine almost. I've got like a footstool under my desk that's off to the side because I don't really use it. I've got my compressor on there, so it's literally just next to my hand, next to my knee, so I can adjust it as a screen.
It doesn't matter where I put it, the bastard will walk around the whole garage, so, you know, there's that. I have to chase after it. Did you know I nearly sort of like I was chasing after it with a machete the other day. I was going to cut it in half because, you know, I thought it was like a cockroach because they're about the same size here. But it's okay.
Jim says, "Mr. Hilton." TBG says, "We want a celebrity."
Oh, God. It's funny stuff.
Jim says, "Carol Cleveland was my first TV crush as a 10-year-old boy."
Yeah.
Remember the nights you say me?
So Jim, was Monty Python on, was it mainstream, like, you know, are we talking like one of the main 3 channels you had over there? How did you discover it?
This is driving me to insanity.
What? Talking about Monty Python?
No, this fucking cab.
God, this is... There will be a day where I will not find any of this stuff.
I've got Julian. I've got a Fender compressor. It's probably the one you're looking at, and it's brilliant.
I don't know what the one I've got is.
And the
It's
Fender
probably-
airbrushes are very
Yeah,
good.
Fender FD18-2.
Yeah. Fender airbrushes are very good for the price as well. They're quite cheap, in fact they're very cheap.
You need
They're
to
not bad.
I reckon, and this is again just my personal opinion. It'll be, in a way, it'll be like a car purchase or a house purchase or whatever. That it is very expensive, but if you can spend as much as you can spend on it, it might pay off.
Yeah.
I think if you get a cheap shot, well, I did have an HSNG cheap knockoff Chinese sort of airbrush, and I reckon it lasted a year and a half, and I was struggling with it. So it was actually the better looking Marley that said, look, I will rescue you, and he paid for my airbrush, the Iwata one, and I paid him back for it. And chalk and cheese, like, you know, the difficulty using the cheap Chinese knockoff compared to the ease of, I've only got the one airbrush, but yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I wouldn't necessarily recommend a Wata. I'd say if you live in the America, go for a company that you'd be able to get spare parts for, say Badger. If you live in Europe, get a company you might be able to get spare parts for, say Harder and Steenbeck. And of course, us in Australasia, it's probably easier to get parts for Iwata, being a Japanese brand.
I've got an Iwata Neo.
Do you?
Yeah, you can get parts from over here. They're just not cheap.
Yeah, I don't. I also have the view that I don't necessarily say to anyone who does modelling, get an airbrush. It'll, you know, it's fantastic. But in a way, it sort of is. But I don't want people to spend hundreds of dollars of something that they try and then struggle with.
Gary.
And everyone will struggle with it because I struggled with it myself. It is a learning curve, and we're here to help in any way we can.
Gary,
2 seconds. Massive learning curve, and it's I'm still learning. Yes, Mikey.
could you put the link, you know, in the recommended purchases part on Discord?
Yes.
Could you put the link to the airbrush set? Because I got the same one and it was only 30 quid, and that might be better for him.
The airbrush.
Yeah, the airbrush set.
Standby caller.
Because otherwise he's gonna you know, buy something expensive when he doesn't really need to start off.
Standby caller.
Your call is important to us. Please hold the line, and we'll get back to you as soon as we're able.
Yeah, speaking of which, STD's back. He says, cheers, boys.
Hoi,
Hey,
hoi.
square table. I like that. That's looking cool. What do you think, John?
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. No, that is looking cool. Jim says, at Julian, having a reserve tank makes a big difference. So you're going to have your bonnet hinged up?
Yeah, I'm doing it as an abandoned Model T.
All right.
So they've obviously been working on the engine, decided it's not worth it, and just walked off and left it.
So on the back of it, you've got two panels here. You've got the vertical one and the pressed one on top. So on the rear of it, you have a place to slice it.
Yes.
So as it comes up, it hinges and it will sit flat.
Yes.
Oh God,
Yeah,
it won't
so-
let me post the link.
No?
In Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Sorry,
Yeah, in the recommended purchases part of
Yeah.
Discord.
Standby. It's going in there now.
There you go, Julian. I've got the same set. That's my spare one.
Okay. So Tiff,
I
if
like
you're
it.
able, I'll read out the remaining comments if you're happy with that, Mikey.
Yeah, it's fine. I've just not been able to get a word in, so because of a certain Australian.
Here to help, buddy.
Love you too. Go on.
Sorry, I can't go forward in the comments because I don't have the power.
Yeah, but you read it out and then Modders changes it.
Oh, is that right? Okay, can we go to the next one, Modders? Oh my God! does work. Okay, Julian says the FD186 is the model number. That would be the Fender. And Jim
that's the one I thought.
at this Ponzi Git.
That's
The local
in
PBS
the-
channel, Public Broadcasting System, aired many different British TV shows and films, and this goes back to the early 70s. PBS, Sesame Street, I hear, are laying off a lot of people. Julian says, I'm just thinking if I get a decent compressor, I can swap airbrushes if and when I want a different one, hence asking if they are universal.
Well,
They are. They tend to have the same hose, and you can get quick disconnect and reconnect things, so you could just sort of pull back, take it out.
And also, if you get the set that Gary's posting link for, it comes with three different size needles and nozzles and stuff anyway.
Yeah, that would be useful. I've
So
only
you
got the
don't
one
really-
airbrush, one needle.
Yeah.
Julian says, higher square. Matthew says, get quick fit couplings from Fender 2. It makes life easier. That's what I'm referring to, yeah. So they have mine have a twist, like a thread. You can get ones where you pull back a collar and it'll just pop out. They're very cheap and they're probably useful if you had more than one airbrush, which I do not. Jim says in the US, Fender is labeled and distributed through a brand called TimberTech. Love the Fender airbrush. I have. Works great. I'm always happy when I hear people are having a satisfying experience with whatever they have. Julian's posted a link in recommended purchases to the tank he's looking at. That'll be on the Discord. Lube and subscribe.
Yes.
Darren says,
worst bit
I've
of
just
the build.
got really cheap airbrush and compressor, complete for 30 pounds. Not great, but better than nothing. Absolutely, everything's better than nothing. But the more you can spend on an airbrush, it is chalk and cheese in my experience. And Square says, hi Julian. Square Table
I have the
Degenerates is a really good name for a channel or a person. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So that's a good name. I like it.
On approves.
So my bonnet is done. So now I'm building up the. I've glued the rear wall in place in the cab. So I'm going to use that as a template to build up the rest of the shroud.
Well, that cab is driving me insane.
Yeah, sorry. Can we zoom on it, Gary? What are you struggling with, mate?
The whole fucking thing.
Just life in general.
Can you be a tad more specific, old chum?
Honestly, it's... Unfortunately, what's happened is I've used the jig method,
Yeah?
but now I've managed to glue it to the
To the chassis.
chassis.
But you'd be able to remove that, yes? Like,
Not yet. Well, I'm going to have to let it set. And then
Looks
try
about
and
right.
remove it. Yeah.
What I found helps was putting the back.
Worst bit to build. Hey?
I found putting the back section on first helped because it lined up the doors where they should be.
Worst bit of the build so far, that.
It's all very dramatic, isn't it?
I am. I'm going to go for a lie down.
So
Julian
Julian
says,
said,
"Oh yeah, oh go on,
you do it.
Go on.
You do it.
No, you do it. You do it.
Oh, go on.
Julian said, oh, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. Julian says, oh yes, I nearly forgot the band phrase. Lube and subscribe, peeps.
Lube and subscribe.
Harmlessly. And TBG says, lick the lube button.
Oh, must have done something wrong today. Someone's unsubscribed.
Oh dear.
Oh really?
Mikey.
Yeah.
Time.
TBG
Yeah.
says, don't mention the war. I did, but I think I got away with it. Again, one of
Yeah.
my favourite episodes. That's so clever, that Germans episode.
Yeah. Right. Oi, gentlemen.
Yeah, we done?
Mr. Morris, please.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm very popular at the moment.
Yes. It is 2 hours. We're at the 2 hour mark.
Already?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. So, yes. How have you got on? That's me so far.
Ooh, that's looking good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm in.
So I'm going to have the. There you go. I'm going to have the bonnet half open, folded up. And I'm going to have like one of the wheels hanging off and stuff like that. It's going to be on a abandoned sort of rusted wrecked one.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Well,
there you go.
Started off well. The chassis. I got the underside of the chassis, all the accoutrement in there. That's all done. I then built up the rear. That's nice and easy. And then this has literally sucked all the life out of me.
But you've got the 3 parts together, yeah?
The 3 parts are together. How good they are together, I do not know.
So what's causing you grief?
It just took forever to get it to... I'm not even sure that when I get the... Oh, no, it does go on.
It does go on?
No, yeah. The top bit does go on, so I'm happy with that now. But it wasn't
Gary,
fun.
we're both wearing our T-shirts.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Gary's completely missed this.
That's my nipple.
Your nipple that far round.
My shoulder goes one.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. What about you, John?
So I've got all my bits and bobs pretty much lined up. So the next thing I'm doing is the tarp on top, and all of that fits really well as well.
I wouldn't recommend putting that on yet.
No, I'm not. I'm just using it as a jig to line up. So everything so far is, well, okay, get that window off. Yeah. It is fitting. It is a bit, I wouldn't say a struggle to get the bonnet on, but it's such a good fit that it's actually difficult to wangle down there. I think the main problem is
John, you got those little eyelets on the right. What you got to do is you got to tip the bottom in behind them and then tilt it over.
Yeah, so it's a very nice fit, I must say. So it certainly does go on now. It's a bit difficult at the moment because I don't have that bit, the cab secure, but it will all fit. And then the roof, all that remains then really, wheels will be painted separately. And then all that remains for the build itself is just the small bits. So the lanterns, headlights, storage boxes. So it's certainly coming up the home stretch. So what I'll do, I'll leave this till next week and I'll paint this on camera. And then, separately, and then glue it all together and we'll continue from there.
Have you come up with an idea of how you want to display this? Because we're doing
I've got no bloody clue. I'm no closer to understanding how the hell I'm going to do anything with this. I have, I don't know, a mental blank. I don't know. I'll think about it in the next 7 days.
Yeah. Julian says, yes, Gary, the link you posted is the same compressor I looked at, but with 2 brushes for only £10 extra. There we go. Thanks for the links, everyone. Great stream, ladies and gents. Thank you. Le Grand Fromage is in. He says, greetings from a shed somewhere in Newbury. That's a copyrighted tune, you fool. Darren says, greetings, Mr. Childs. I'm probably going to have to cut that bit out of it now. Tiff says, hey, Malcolm.
It wasn't in tune. It's okay.
June
and
says,
it's Sousa, is it? I don't know.
Yeah. What?
So is it public domain? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's called Hail to the Chief. I know that. June says, John has all his bits and bobs lined up. Something tells me I didn't need that much information. Laugh out loud.
Bit more information. Everyone knew me in Air Force as Bob because my surname is Marley. So let's talk about Bob's bits and hope you sleep well tonight.
Malcolm, if you want to laugh, watch the show from the beginning because it's funny. Yeah. Like I said, there'll be no stream on Monday because I've got a dentist. At 10 a.m.
Oh God, disappointing.
Not 2:30.
Yeah, no, not 2:30. 10 a.m. Like I said, I probably will be back in time, but I probably won't be in any fits there. So yeah.
So no different from normal then.
So we'll
I just
be
thought it was Welsh.
Back on Tuesday with Birdie's Funnies. Yeah, that should be fun.
Cool.
Right. So see you all.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, Saturday Club as well, haven't we?
Yeah, enjoy your weekend. It's now 7 days since 48 and 48, and I'm missing it already. Looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If we don't see you over the weekend, we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Hooray.
Ta-da.